Tom, I made hamburger steaks tonight.
I skipped tonight dinner.
I see. Do you have a client dinner?
If so,
If you're going to eat them after you come back, should I save half of them for tomorrow's lunch?
nah, I don't want to eat cold hamburger steaks. And if you're going to have hamburger steaks tonight, I don't eat them for the next day lunch, okay? Why should I eat the same meal for the evening of the previous day and the lunch of the next day? Are you underestimating businessman?
I'm sorry.
Don't do it if you apologize. Being a housewife is easy, isn't it? Being able to live without thinking about anything.
Thank you for always working.
You don't deny that it's easy.
It's not that easy.
Which is your position? Stella, are you going to state some crazy theory that a housewife makes $70,000 a year?
No, it's not like that. I mean, it is not as easy as you say.
Okay. Anyway, I have to go to a dinner with my clients. Don't call or bother me.
Okay. Olivia, marriage is difficult, isn't it?
Did you have a fight with Tom again?
Not really a fight. He's been more aggressive lately.
Just listening to what you say, he has quite the propensity for mental harassment. Was he like that before you got married?
No, not at all. Before we were married, he never acted that way, and I thought it would be fine even if we both worked, but he asked me to take care of the household, so I became a housewife. But recently, he's been complaining about it and calling me a freeloader. I do the housework properly, though.
That's not good. Is there a reason for that?
Maybe it's because of a child.
Child?
Yeah, we've been trying pretty hard to have a child, but we haven't been successful.
That must be tough.
I had myself checked, and it seems I don't have any particular difficulties with childbirth.
What about Tom?
I don't think Tom has gone for a checkup.
He hasn't gone? It seems to be quite common for men to have issues with fertility.
It's probably pretty tough for Tom's pride.
That's tough in itself.
And because we can't have children, some people make a big fuss about it, you know.
Really?
Stella, I heard something. You neglected your housework again, didn't you? Even though Tom is working hard and fulfilling his role, you're really unfit as a wife.
Good morning. I do my housework properly. But Tom is very particular.
No excuses. And as Tom's wife, you should accommodate his preferences. Since you can't have children, at least do your housework properly.
I was examined at the hospital and there was no problem.
Then why can't you have a child? I want to meet my grandchild soon. My husband died without meeting our grandchildren. He grieved in the hospital until the very end of his life.
I'm sorry.
If you're going to apologize, just leave.
What?
You are not worthy to be his wife, so please get out of his life.
That's just too much.
Shut up. Then you should have a baby as soon as possible.
Tom, can we talk?
What? I'm busy right now.
It's about your mother.
Again? Come on. Get along with her.
It's not that. She says horrible things. She keeps asking me to divorce you.
That's obviously a joke. My mom just really wants to meet a grandchild soon. So she's desperate. I don't want to talk about this anymore. See you later.
Oh, are you coming home tonight?
I have a sudden business trip, so I won't be coming home.
I see.
Hey, how's it going with Tom?
It's getting worse and worse lately. We're constantly arguing because of his mother. It's really a terrible everyday life. If I knew it would turn out like this, I shouldn't have gotten married.
Tom is probably having an affair.
What?
I saw him yesterday. Tom was walking arm in arm with another woman, and they went into a hotel together.
No way.
I didn't take any pictures, but it was surely Tom without a doubt. My friend was there with me, and we're pretty sure that's Tom. Is there any other sign of him being involved with another woman?
It's not about a woman. Lately, he's been busy with work, and that's why he goes on business trips often.
What about yesterday?
It seems a meeting ran late, so he didn't come home.
He's not even trying to hide it anymore.
What should I do?
Perhaps you should have it checked out by a public agency once. It could be a misunderstanding. Well, that's not very likely.
Yeah, that's true. I'll request some research.
Yeah.
I received the investigation results.
That was fast. So, what did it say?
He was having an affair with a young woman from his workplace.
Seriously?
Seems like they were meeting multiple times a week. The person who conducted the investigation was completely fed up because there was no attempt to hide it.
I see. What are you going to do?
I was kind of on the fence until the results came in. But after seeing this, it's impossible. Considering Tom's mental harassment and the situation with his mother, I think it's better to say goodbye.
Yeah, I think that would be for the best too. But are you mentally okay?
Right now, strangely enough, I'm very calm. So, I'm completely fine. Tom, what time are you coming home today?
You're confirming that again. I'm at work right now, okay?
Are you really at work?
Huh?
If it's a client dinner, it's work, but if it's an affair, it is definitely not work, right? The new employee, and Jones. You're with her in a hotel right now, aren't you? I know everything.
I'm not having an affair. I don't know what you think you know, but you're completely off base.
There's no way to come up with an excuse now.
What?
I already have all the evidence. I know that you go to hotels every Friday, and the upcoming your trip next week. I know everything. I'm ready for a divorce, and I'm going to charge you alimony. And of course, charge and Jones too. If you're already there, come to my house. Come back right away.
Stella, the demon.
Huh?
What the hell do you mean you're getting a divorce?
Oh, you already knew it. Since your idiot son had an affair, I'm leaving. I've hated you for a long time and never wanted to see you again, so thank you so much.
It's just a one-time affair. You should forgive him. Tom is working so hard for you, you know? Allow him some occasional relief.
An affair is not relief. It's an act of infidelity, something that's not forgivable.
And alimony? You were such a money grubber all along, asking for money even when you're breaking up. You're not human, you're a demon.
That's a serious insult, you know. Should I make a separate claim against you too?
What's wrong with calling a demon a demon?
Can I say something? It's only natural to demand alimony from the person who had an affair. Tom has an obligation to make the payment. If he refuses to pay, I will contact the company as well.
Stop it! Fine! I'll pay, okay. But in return, don't ever have anything to do with us again, okay?
No need to tell me.
It was exposed to colleagues. You're seriously the worst.
It wasn't me. It's probably Ann Jones, right? When we had a talk, she was crying her eyes out. She said she didn't know you were married. So, maybe she exposed it to colleagues?
So what? A woman knows that's what's going to happen.
Even a man knows, right? And if you can't take that risk, don't cheat by deceiving others.
What will you do if I get fired or demoted?
I don't know. Because I'm not my husband anymore.
You're seriously a demon.
Both of you are idiots.
Huh?
Never mind. Anyway, please give me your alimony. Otherwise, I'll file a lawsuit.
Fine, I got it.
Olivia, thank you. It's all over now.
Really? That was fast.
I thought divorce proceedings would take a long time, but it ended quickly. Well, it was a settlement instead of a trial. And they didn't want to make a big deal out of it.
I see. So, what happened to your ex-husband?
He got demoted.
Serves him right.
Yeah, seriously. And his mother didn't want to move away from family home, so she and he ended up in a long-distance situation by force.
That's pretty funny too.
Yeah, looking back now, I don't know how I endured that situation, really.
That's true.
I was completely under their control. Why should I have to obey their orders just because I can't have a child?
Exactly. And the cause is probably with your ex-husband, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But Stella, what about your job? Are you going back to work?
I'm still undecided. For now, I got alimony, so I'll take a break for a while and rest my mind and body. I'll think about what to do from there.
That sounds good. I'm sure you'll succeed in whatever you choose, Stella.
Thank you, Olivia. If you hadn't told me, I would still be a slave. I am filled with gratitude.
Hi, long time no see, Stella. You were just shopping at the grocery store. It's been a while since I last saw you. Who's the man next to you? Is he your husband, perhaps? And the child you were holding hands with was yours? The reason you two couldn't have children was because of Tom. Tom hasn't had a smile on his face since that incident. He was abandoned by you, bullied by his boss in the rural areas, left the company, and I have no idea where he is or what he's doing now. It's all your responsibility that he had to go to that part of the country, but you were smiling. Is such a thing forgivable? I'm going to deliver some retribution now. My precious things were destroyed. So, it's only fair that your precious things are destroyed too, right? The child of a devil is a devil. We need to nip that bud in the bud before it grows.
Good evening, it's Stella. After that, my ex-mother-in-law, Angela, was arrested for extortion and violation of the firearms and swords control law. When I saw her standing in front of my house with a weapon, I felt a chill down my spine. Fortunately, my husband called the police and she was arrested on the spot. I'm really grateful for that. I just found out that Tom passed away a year ago. The cause was harassment at his new workplace. A man who had been harassing me, his wife, committed suicide because of harassment at his new workplace. Of course, I shouldn't be happy about it, but I can't help but feel it's karma. I'm now happily living with my remarried husband and our child. See you then.
Is this the cleaner who works at my husband's company? Gabriella Reese, the person sent by the cleaning company to work at our office?
Yes, this is Gabriella Reese. Is this someone from one of the companies our cleaning services partner with?
Oh, you don't know me?
I'm sorry, but our company is partnered with quite a large amount of companies. Would you please tell me the name of the place you work for?
Fine. It's A Corporations. I'm the wife of the CEO of A Corporations, Remy Morrison. I found your ID from the account my husband uses for work.
I see. So you are the CEO's wife. Thank you for hiring our services.
You see, my husband has been in the hospital since the past week.
Yes, I've heard. The secretary told me when I went to your office to clean.
Oh, really?
I heard that he's going to be staying for an extended period. I wish him good health.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm running the company for him while he's in the hospital. I took a look at the account book and I realized that hiring people to clean the office cost quite a bit of money.
The prices for cleaning services are quite standard, but I believe that the work we do is well worth the money.
Well, I don't care about that. The reason I took a look at the account book was to check if my husband wasn't spending any unnecessary money. I heard from one of our older employees, but it seems like you've been working there for the past 15 years.
Yes, that's true. Is there a problem?
We'll no longer be needing your services.
I see. Does this mean that you're going to be hiring someplace cheaper? If you want to negotiate the prices, we can.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that spending money just to have someone clean the office is a waste of money.
If you don't mind, may I ask what you plan on doing instead?
I'm going to make a housewife do all the work for free, so our contract ends this month. Thanks for the 15 years.
What? A housewife?
Well, you see, my son's getting married soon.
I see. Congratulations. Is his wife a cleaner?
No, she's an employee at A Corporations.
An employee?
Yes, she works at the sales department. Oh, but there's no way a woman can actually work at a place like that. She probably just serves tea or something. It'll be much more efficient if I make her clean the office instead. Obviously, I'd choose someone who will work for free to do the work.
What do you mean free?
She's going to be my son's wife, so there's no need to give her a salary.
What? Is that okay?
Of course it is. An employee that's also going to become my son's wife? Someone like that should definitely be made to work for free.
I'm in no position to argue with you on how to run your company, but in my opinion, something like that is going to be looked down on by the other employees.
It's fine, I'll just fire anyone who disagrees. Anyways, we'll no longer be needing your company's services anymore. I'll say it again, but thanks for the 15 years of work.
Good evening, Miss Lester. This is Gabriella, Pamela's sister.
Good evening, Miss Elise. Thank you for cleaning the office always.
No problem, it's my job.
Still, to think that you were Pamela's sister.
You were surprised to find out that the person who always cleaned the office was your friend's sister, right?
Yes.
I knew that you were a friend of my sister's, but I couldn't really have a conversation with you while I was working. Sorry I didn't tell you.
It's nothing.
There's something I need to tell you about. I needed to tell you something while outside of the office, so I asked my sister to give me your phone number.
Yep, Pamela told me. What is it that you need to tell me?
I'll ask you this directly. Are you engaged to the CEO's son?
What?
I heard that the fiancé was an employee at the sales department, and the only woman I could think of around the CEO's son's age was you.
Well, yes. We plan to get married next month.
I see. It's a bit early, but congratulations.
Thank you.
There's one more thing. Did the CEO's wife become an executive at the company or something?
What? No, I heard that she was a housewife. But she does visit the office a lot recently. Apparently the CEO asked her to check out how the company was going, but the vice president is the one running things while the CEO is in the hospital. She just kind of lurks around the office. It's not like she actually does anything.
It seems that she took a look at the account book, but is she allowed to do that?
She what?
Yup. She looked at the account book and said that the money the company spent on cleaning was a waste, which is why she said that she's going to terminate the contract with the company I work for.
What? But if she does that, no one will clean the company anymore.
That's true. Your company moved to a larger office 15 years ago. They decided to hire the cleaning company I work for, since they wouldn't be able to clean themselves anymore.
Why are you telling me this, Miss Reese?
The CEO's wife said that she's going to make an employee, who will soon also be her daughter-in-law, do all the cleaning. For free.
What?
That's you, right?
What?
I thought that the reason she was going to terminate the contract with her company was because they decided to find a cheaper option. But this is kind of...
I understand. Thank you for the information. I'll talk to my fiancé about this.
Good luck.
What are you doing? Didn't I say you wouldn't be working here anymore? Why were you cleaning today?
Because you haven't legally terminated the contract yet.
What?
Did you think that just sending me a text message was enough to terminate the contract?
Is it not? Well, I'm the CEO's wife, so I basically run the company while he's in the hospital.
No, the vice president runs the company while he's in the hospital.
But I'm the CEO's wife. If you're saying that I haven't legally terminated the contract yet, then do it yourself. Spending money on cleaning is such a waste. I decided to make my son's new wife, Veronica, do the cleaning, so we won't be needing your company anymore.
If it's Veronica you're talking about, I heard that both her and her fiancé quit at the end of last month.
What?
It seems that the two were planning on starting a new company when they got married. They now moved to the capital and are busy with preparations.
But then who's going to be the next CEO?
I heard that the vice president was going to be the new CEO starting from next month.
What?
The vice president came directly to see me after some information got out. You haven't heard?
No? What's going on? Veronica! What's going on? You didn't tell me anything about how you're going to move to the capital with my son and start a new company.
The CEO gave me a direct order to not tell you anything about it.
What an order?
Everyone already knows that you blackmailed someone in accounting and forced him to show you the company's account book. That employee's already quit the company, by his own choice.
Hold on. What is this suddenly?
The CEO felt responsible for you making a mess of things in the company. Which is one of the reasons why he chose the vice president to inherit the company instead of his own son.
What do you mean I made a mess of things? I'm the CEO's wife.
You're not in a position to decide how the company runs things.
But I'm the CEO's wife.
That's true, but technically you don't even have work at this company. I'm pretty busy right now, so goodbye.
But you're just my son's wife. Even if you're not an employee anymore, you have to listen to what I say. I'm your mother-in-law.
The CEO, my father-in-law, told me that I don't need to listen to a word you say.
What?
Ask your husband if you have any more questions. Goodbye.
Miss Reese, it seems that you were the wife of the CEO of the cleaning company you work at, and that you're one of its senior executives. I heard that my husband helped you in your company 15 years ago, when your husband first started the cleaning company.
Yes, and?
I want you to hire me at your company as a way of giving back what my husband did for you.
What are you suddenly talking about? I thought I was already giving back by cleaning the office always. Even if you told me that's not enough, it's still your husband I should give back to, not you.
While helping the CEO's wife is the same thing as helping the CEO himself.
No, it's quite different, actually. Anyways, didn't he divorce you?
How did you know that?
Veronica is a friend of my sister's. She told me that it's not just because you made a mess of the company, but also because you were cheating.
What? Oh, that bitch! But I'm her mother-in-law.
No you're not. And you never even were. You're the CEO's second wife, right? Apparently, you were never even legally the family of the CEO's son. And now that he's divorced you, Veronica is a complete stranger to you. To be honest, I would appreciate it if you don't get me involved in your mess.
But when my husband divorced me, he exempted me from having to pay an alimony, but I didn't get a share of his property in return. Which means that I'll be needing a salary from now on.
Then why don't you apply to our company when we're hiring?
Well, that's not what I meant. I meant that I wanted an executive position.
Stop fooling around. There's no way we can give an executive position to someone with no job experience or skills like you.
But,
You think running a company's easy? Goodbye.
I need the money and...
I'm going to block you now. Veronica told me that Miss Morrison's never worked a day in her life. She came from a rich family, but her parents are now gone and she's used up all her inheritance already. And since she has no siblings as well, she has no one to rely on. She had zero experience in society, even though she was older than me, so I couldn't help but feel a bit worried for her. She realized that she couldn't get by without the support of someone else. So she decided to try and seduce a rich man she met. But now that she's no longer the CEO's wife, basically she's just an old lady without any money. Obviously, this rich man she found didn't fall for it, and just called her disgusting and left. Now she works a low-paying job and lives in a company-owned dormitory. Somehow she's able to get by, but it's clear that she's going to be alone for the rest of her life.